The Bible is a complex tapestry of stories filled with heroes, villains, and everything in between. It is a rich source of narratives that have shaped cultures and belief for millennia. Some of the most enduring tales involve women who challenged societal norms and left a lasting impact on biblical history. These women, often shrouded in mystery and controversy, have sparked debates and discussions throughout the ages. While many women in the Bible are revered for their piety and virtue, others are remembered for their ambition, cunning, and even cruelty. These complex characters defy simple categorization, embodying both light and shadow in their actions and motivations. This essay will delve into the lives of three such women, Jezebel, Delilah, and Herodias, exploring their actions, motivations, and the consequences that followed. Each of these women navigated a world dominated by men, using their intelligence and influence to carve out their own paths. These women, though flawed, played pivotal roles in shaping the narrative of the Bible. Their stories are not just tales of treachery and ambition, but also of resilience and survival in a harsh patriarchal world. Their stories offer a glimpse into the lives of women in ancient times and the challenges they faced in a patriarchal society. Through their experiences, we can understand the limited choices available to them and the extraordinary lengths they went to assert their agency. While their actions might be considered controversial, even reprehensible by some, their stories provide valuable lessons about power, temptation, and the enduring consequences of our choices. They remind us that history is not just black and white, but filled with shades of grey. By understanding the context in which these women lived, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of their characters and the lasting impact they had on biblical history. Their narratives challenge us to look beyond the surface and consider the deeper motivations and societal pressures that shaped their actions. Their stories continue to fascinate and provoke discussion even today, reminding us that the line between good and evil is often blurred, and that even the most notorious figures have multifaceted stories to tell. These women, with their complex legacies, invite us to reflect on our own perceptions of morality and the human condition. Jezebel, the daughter of a Sidonian king, enters the biblical narrative as the wife of King Ahab of Israel. Her marriage to Ahab marked a period of significant cultural and religious upheaval in Israel. Jezebel, fiercely devoted to her own gods, particularly Baal, wasted no time in promoting her religious beliefs within her new kingdom. This, however, put her at odds with the prophet Elijah and the followers of Yahweh, the God of Israel. Elijah emerged as a staunch critic of Jezebel, condemning her idolatry and challenging her influence over Ahab. The clash between Jezebel and Elijah represents one of the most dramatic confrontations between opposing religious ideologies in the Bible. Ahab, influenced by Jezebel, allowed for the worship of Baal to flourish, even building temples dedicated to the deity. This angered the prophet Elijah greatly, who saw it as a direct affront to Yahweh. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel to prove whose God was the one true God. The contest ended with Yahweh displaying his power, consuming Elijah's sacrifice with fire from heaven, while the prophets of Baal failed to invoke their God. This led to the slaughter of the prophets of Baal at Elijah's command, further fueling Jezebel's rage and solidifying her image as an enemy of Yahweh and his followers. Section 4. Delilah, a story of betrayal. Delilah, whose name itself has become synonymous with treachery, is infamous for her role in the downfall of Samson, a judge of Israel blessed with superhuman strength. Samson, known for his battles against the Philistines, was inexplicably drawn to Delilah, a woman who would eventually become his downfall. The Philistine rulers, eager to defeat Samson, approached Delilah and offered her a handsome reward if she could uncover the secret of his strength. Blinded by greed and possibly a desire for power, Delilah agreed to betray Samson. Section 5. Samson and Delilah. Love and deception. Delilah used her charms to manipulate Samson, repeatedly asking him the source of his incredible strength. Despite her persistence, Samson initially resisted her inquiries, offering false explanations for his power. However, Delilah's relentless questioning and seductive manipulations gradually wore down Samson's resolve. Finally, he succumbed to her charms and revealed that his strength resided in his uncut hair, a symbol of his covenant with God. Delilah, true to her agreement with the Philistines, betrayed Samson in his sleep, shaving off his hair and rendering him powerless. Section 6. Herodias, the woman behind the execution. Herodias, a woman driven by ambition and a thirst for revenge, is etched in biblical history for her role in the death of John the Baptist. Her story is one of power, manipulation, and a relentless pursuit of her own interests, regardless of the cost. John, known for his ascetic lifestyle and his preaching of repentance, had publicly condemned Herodias for her marriage to Herod Antipas, her brother-in-law. This condemnation was not just a personal attack, but a public denouncement that threatened her position and influence. This public rebuke infuriated Herodias, who plotted to silence John permanently. Her anger was not just a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated rage that fueled her desire for retribution. She saw an opportunity at Herod's birthday feast. The celebration, filled with opulence and grandeur, provided the perfect setting for her to execute her plan. Salome, Herodias' daughter from her previous marriage, captivated Herod with her dancing. Her performance was not just a dance, but a calculated move orchestrated by Herodias to achieve her sinister goal. Herod, pleased by Salome's performance, promised to grant her any wish. This promise, made in a moment of pleasure and pride, would soon lead to a gruesome request. Prompted by her mother, Salome asked for the head of John the Baptist on a platter. This demand, shocking and brutal, was the culmination of Herodias' vengeful plotting, forever marking her as a pivotal figure in this dark chapter of history. Section 7. Conclusion, Legacy and Lessons. Jezebel, Delilah, and Herodias, though often vilified, remain some of the most enduring female figures in the Bible. Their names have become synonymous with treachery and manipulation, yet their stories are far more complex than mere villainy. Their stories, marked by ambition, betrayal, and ruthlessness, serve as cautionary tales, highlighting the dangers of unchecked power and the consequences of moral compromise. These narratives also reflect the societal norms and gender dynamics of their times, offering a window into the past. While their actions might be condemned, their stories provide valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the timeless struggles between good and evil. They remind us that the line between hero and villain is often blurred, shaped by perspective and context. These women challenged the traditional roles assigned to women in their time, wielding influence and shaping events in ways that continue to fascinate and provoke discussion. Their legacies force us to reconsider the roles of women in history and the narratives we construct around them. Their stories remind us that women in the Bible were not simply passive figures, but active participants in shaping history, even if their actions were not always aligned with righteousness. They were complex characters with their own motivations, ambitions, and flaws. By examining their lives and motivations, we gain a deeper understanding of the multifaceted nature of biblical narratives and the enduring power of stories to teach, challenge, and inspire. These tales continue to resonate, reminding us of the enduring human quest for power, identity, and meaning.